What's up guys, welcome back to another n8n system build video. Today I'm going to be talking about V2 of my AI ad generator. So if you haven't seen the last video, I made an AI ad generator that you basically just input some information into a form and then we'll go through two different AI agents and automatically generate a professional ad for any type of local business. Now I was happy with that result, but I really felt like there were many different ways in which I could improve it. So that's what this video is going to be. Honestly, V2 and V3, it's like Tony Stark building his suits. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So I've showed you guys this a million times, all these different crazy amounts of views that people are getting with AI videos. And that's cool that you can go viral with this, funny stuff, but that's not really going to make you real money. Sure, it could make you, a couple $100s, whatever, but that's not going to make you real money. The real opportunity with this AI marketing and AI content lies here. So most local businesses that are willing to run paid ads are paying up to $5,000 to $10,000 every single month to hire somebody to consistently record content, post, and then professionally manage their ads. So where the real opportunity comes in with this is that you can severely undercut the market by just having AI do everything for you. So, you could offer $1,000 a month, $1,500, $2,500, $3K, because this costs so much, like the traditional SMMA model costs so much, you can really undercut the market by using these systems. But yeah, that's enough of that, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get straight into the build. So this is V1 if you guys haven't watched the last video, but basically what this is you just open this up and then you submit some basic information about the business. So I added some extras onto here, but business name, niche, offer, city, target customer, primary goal, tone, call to action, etc. Whatever else you want to add on. But basically it takes that information, sends it through the two agents, and then creates our ad. But I wanted to improve on that in many different ways. So I'm going to first show you guys the V2 system and go over how you can go about building that. So in the V2 system, we're going to make the process a lot faster, we're going to take a screenshot of a business's website and then have an AI analyze that. And then from that analysis, send it into two agents again to actually generate the prompt for our video. So I'm going to show you guys how it works real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to build it. Came on here and I looked up roofers in Miami. So now I'm going to scroll down. We can go for TNS roofing systems here. So now all we're going to do is we're going to screenshot this. So you can see we grab the screenshot there, and then we're going to come into here, open up our chat. We have to end this first. We're going to open up our chat, and then we're going to attach our screenshot. So I'm going to do our screenshot of the website is now attached, and I'm just going to type make me an ad for this business. You don't have to type that. You could literally just hit period and then submit. But yeah, so all right, so now I sent that message and it's going to analyze the image that we sent, and then it's going to send that through to our two strategy agents and create the video just like the other system, and then I'll show you guys the result. Oh, I also improved the prompting a lot, so I burnt a ton of credits doing it, testing and trying and failing. But yeah, I burnt through a ton of credits and improved the prompting, so this video results should be better. So I'll show you the example that it made for TNS Roofing in Miami, and then I'll show you another example that it made for a different roofing company. All right, here's a decent one.
Is your roof keeping you safe? Here in Miami, our weather can be tough on homes. Cracked tiles or a small leak today can turn into major damage tomorrow. We help neighbors like you protect what matters most.
Alright, so you can see that's pretty good, but I'm a big fan of this other one that I'm about to show you. Alright, here it is.
Is your roof leaking again? Worn out shingles letting water inside? We're Park Hill Roofing and Exteriors here in Euclid. For more than 70 years, neighbors have trusted us for durable roofs that last. Call today.
Alright, so you can see really how good this one was with text on screen and just consistency throughout. So those are just some examples of what this can build using our V2 with that website screenshot system. So obviously there's other ways that you could automate that one too, but let's go ahead and get into the quick build of V2. To start building V2, you're going to start with another chat message node here, but the difference with this one is you're going to allow file uploads. So you're just going to click add field and then allow file uploads and make sure that is turned on. Then after you have that turned on, you're going to add in an analyze image node. So you're just going to click the plus and then click OpenAI. Click on that and then select analyze image, and again connect your credentials here and then select whatever model you want. I'm just going to go with 4.0 mini again. And then we're just going to take our text from in here. Again, if you guys want this exact system template, just check the description, it's going to be in there. But I'm just going to copy this and then paste it down into here. I'm going to change this to binary file since we're uploading it, and then put data 0 here so it can actually read our image that we submit in the chat node. So now that should be set up properly to actually get our image analyzed so it can send it through to the prompt agent. But we're going to make sure that simplify output is also turned on, and then that's the analyze image node set up. So now we're going to get into our two different AI agents again. So we're just going to click AI agent, and then define below. And again, I'm just going to take these from here. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it into here, and then also add a system message in here, and then grab that from up here and paste it as well. So basically what this node is doing is it's just coming up with the ad strategy, or this agent is doing is it's just coming up with the ad strategy. So in the system message, it's just going to kind of tell it that it's a strategy agent for advertising, a senior paid ad strategist, you know, whatever. But the point is it's going to come up with a strategy for our ad. Again, just connect your chat model. I'm just going to use OpenAI. You guys can use whichever one you want. And then 4.0 mini again. All right, now that we have that agent set up, we're going to go ahead and set up our second agent here. So same exact process as before, it's just that this one is going to be our director agent, so it's going to actually put together the prompt for the ad to send to Sora 2. So again, we're just prompting it differently here based on the goals that we want. So same thing, we're going to have it be defined below, and then also add in a system message, and we're just going to copy and paste these. Again, if you guys want all of this already formatted so you can just download it and steal it, just check the description, it'll be in there. And then same exact thing, we're going to add in our OpenAI chat model and select 4.0 mini. All right, now that we have both of our AI agents set up, we're going to go ahead and begin the process of sending our actual prompt into Sora 2 to begin generating our video. So we're just going to add an HTTP request node. If you guys watched the last video, it's the same exact process as before. So the method is going to be post, and then we're just going to take our URL from up here. And this is going to send the task to create the task inside of Sora 2 using key.ai. If you haven't seen key.ai, it's basically just a platform that gives you access to different image and video generation models. And then for authentication, we're going to go with generic, header, and then you're going to connect your API keys inside of key.ai. They do offer some free credit, so it doesn't cost anything to get started. But now we're going to go ahead and send body, and then it's going to be using JSON. And then we're just going to copy this from up here and paste that into our new node down here. So now this should be sending, it should be calling the right model that we want, so text to video, and then sending our prompt that our AI agent is going to create. So now this should be set up properly. It's going to create the task and begin generating the video, and then also provide us with our task ID, which is going to be useful for this node here. So now we're going to add in a waits node. You can make this 10, 15, 20 seconds, whatever you want. I'm just going to make it 15 here. And then I'm going to add in another HTTP request node here. And what this is going to do is it's going to get the status of our video. So it's going to check if it is finished creating our ad yet. And then if it is, it's going to go ahead and give us our link to download it. And if it isn't, then it's going to send it back through so it can check again after whatever interval you set. So same thing here, except the method is going to be get, and then this is going to be your URL, and then generic, header, same credentials here. And then we're going to go ahead and, actually no, we're not going to do that. We're going to grab our task ID. So you're going to do that once you generate it. So you're going to start generating, and it's going to give you this value here. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this and then paste it. So we're going to send query parameters, and then using fields below, and it's going to be task ID and then this value here, which you can just drag and drop from this node. So send query parameters, task ID, and then paste this value here. We're probably going to have to change that after we start generating it. So yeah, that's whatever. But then we're going to add in an if node, and this is going to check if it's done. It's going to get the result of the check and then decide whether to push it through to finish it or send it back through. So this is just going to be this value here, the state of our generation. And then if it's equal to success, we're going to have it send it through. And obviously if it's not, then it's going to loop back around. So that's what this if node is going to look like. Then you're just going to drag it for true, and then you're going to get edit fields here. And then we're going to take this from our node up here. So basically what this is going to be doing is it's just going to be grabbing our URL or link to download our video once it's confirmed that it's finished. So we're just going to add this in, video URL, and then take this value again. And we're going to take the false and loop it back around to here so it can wait and then check again and repeat that process however many times necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and start this generation and then update our fields. Alright, so you can see we're going to drag our task ID value from over here and then just put it right into there, and now it should work properly to begin checking our video. So I'm just going to send it through again. So again, all you're going to do is open up your chat here and then just say make me an ad for this business. And then go ahead and attach your screenshot from the business website. So mine's right there. And then we just send that through, and it's going to go through the process of analyzing it, sending it through the strategy agent and then the director, and then it will run through the process of actually generating our video. So now that we have this set up, I'll show you guys the result, and then I'll show you guys the V3 that adds a lot more functionality and value for businesses than V1 and V2. So I'm sorry, I'm a little sick right now, guys, so if I sound weird or low energy, that's why, but really want to get this video out. So yeah, so we're gonna wait for this to finish and then I'll show you V3. Alright, here's the ad that it generated. We had it prompted so it would just generate like a standing one-on-one video with no cuts. I'm sure you've seen the other ones. I'm not sure if I showed it in this video, I'll check, but you can do a bunch of cuts and a bunch of different text on screen and really make it like professional. But this one is just kind of one-on-one talking to the camera, so here it is.
Don't let a small problem turn into a big one. We'll fix your roof before it causes serious issues. Contact us today. Small problem.
So you can see it's good with the text on the shirt to actually be, good with the branding and not just make it a random AI video. So yeah, that's a good advantage with this system. But now that we finished building V2, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys V3, which I think you guys are going to like a lot. Alright, so this is V3 here. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to use the same two AI agents again, generate our video, but then it's going to download our video to Facebook meta ads. So it's going to put it in a media library inside of our meta ads account. So we also optionally, you can include a media buying agent to look at the ad and decide whether to test it, hold it, or reject it. And there's also a way that you can have it automatically create the ad creative, but I don't want to get too complicated for you guys. So I'm just going to show you how to do this. Yeah, just basically generate the video and then put it directly into our meta ads media library, and then the media buying agent, it's just like a skeleton right now, but there's many different ways that you can route this and many different options that you can do. For the sake of the video, I just have it sending it to the n8n database, whether we should test, hold, or reject. So this starts with the form submission. You could also do it with the analyze image if you want to, but this is just a form submission. So just the business name, niche, offer, and city. Again, you could add any other fields and values that you want and then just change it accordingly. But yeah, for the video, I'm just going to keep it like this. So let's go ahead and start building it. They're on form submission here, so I'm just going to drag this down here. The values, again, you can name anything you want. You don't need any authentication. And then for this, it's just business name, niche, offer, and then city. So it's just going to be those 4 values. And then we're going to add the same exact thing. If you guys want to skip through this, I might speed this up a little bit because it's the same exact process as before. We're just taking our AI agents, having it make a structured output here and telling it what to do. And then again, we're just going to paste our prompt and system message here. If you guys want all of this already formatted, just go to the description. It'll be in there or the comments. And yeah, so I'm just going to get these 2 AI agents set up, and then I'll get back to you once we actually get to our meta ad section. Alright, now we have our system set up just like V1 and V2, but this is the fun part when we start adding in our meta ads node here, Facebook node here, to get our video downloaded inside of the media library. So it's going to be the same thing here. We're going to add in another edit fields or set node, and then we're going to do the same exact process as before. We're going to have our video URL here. Probably going to have to change this, but we're just going to paste this in here, and then again, just make it video URL. And now you're going to add in your Facebook node here. So you're just going to type in here, type Facebook graph API. You're going to click that one. And then this is how you're going to set it. You're going to have to connect your credentials. That's kind of a long process. It's pretty straightforward though. There's many different tutorials for that. You're just going to basically set up your meta ads account. You can just look up on Google how to do that. I don't want to bore you guys by doing that step by step. I just want to focus on the system. But yeah, you're going to connect your Meta Ads account. It's going to give you credentials once you have your account set up, and then you're going to paste your credentials into here, and then it will be working properly. So now that we have that set up, we're going to set our host URL to default, and then our request method to post, so it can get our video there. So we're going to keep this as default, and then we're going to change this to post. And then for the Graph API version, I'm going to make that 23.0. And then this is what you guys have to copy. So the node here, I'm just going to make it this. So we're going to copy these values in. Advice I would give you guys is to work with ChatGPT, because it will most likely, some of this will be different for you depending on your situation. So yeah, if something is failing after you follow this, or you grab the system in the description, just feel free to let me know if you grab it in the description. I'll always help you guys out if you do that. And if not, then just talk to ChatGPT and it will help you out. But the edge is going to be add videos. And then we're going to send query parameters down here. So we're going to paste this in, and then for add option, it's going to be query parameters. And then you're going to add 2 parameters, I believe. So you're going to add in these parameters. One is going to be the video URL, or the file URL here. So we're just going to grab that from the download. So that will give us the actual URL to download from key.ai. And then that will allow us to put that into Facebook Meta, Meta Ads library, sorry. Sick, my brain is fogging. And then the name, you could just make it AI generated ad video. That doesn't really matter. But this does matter here, so you're gonna paste this in here. And then again for name, you're just gonna type name in the name and then type this in here. Sorry guys. My brain. All right, now we have that set up, and we're going to go ahead and test that before we set up our media buying agent skeleton here. So I'm going to open up our form here. It's going to take us here. I'm just going to name Roofing Pros, niche roofing, offer free quote. I can't even type, bro. For the city, I'll just put Austin, Texas. Now we're going to submit that, and then we're going to come back into here, and it's going to begin running through the process. I'm going to grab some water, and I'll get back to you guys when it's done. All right, so you can see our system has finished here. So now I'm going to go inside of Meta Ads and show you guys where that's going to land. So now that we're inside of Meta Ads, this is going to be inside of your ad manager, just the overview of the account. And then you're going to click on all tools and until you see media library, and then you're going to click on that. And now this is where our videos are going to land, under video. And then you can see I have all these different videos, but this is the one that just generated. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Is your roof ready for the next storm? Get your free quote today and breathe a little easier. Alright, so that just created a name, I guess, since we only put in Roofing Pros, but you can see how good these ads are. I mean, this one's for plumbing. This is another roofing
Not sure if your roof can handle the next storm.
Obviously, you can change it as much as you'd like. But yeah, that's the system that automatically sends it into the Meta Ads library. So now I'm going to show you how to connect the media buying agent to judge whether it's a good ad or not. So for the media buying agent, first you're going to have to add in another edit fields or set node. And I just copied from what I had in here. Basically, it's just helping us format it to give it something that it will understand. And for this one, you're going to send JSON instead of the fields below for manual mapping. So I'm just going to paste in what I had there. Again, if you guys want that everything already formatted, just check the description. After we have this set up, we're going to go ahead and add in another AI agent to be our media buying agent. We're going to have it the same as before. And then we're going to copy these values. Again, basically, we're just giving it all the context that it needs to make a decision. So we're going to copy this in. And then again, just like before, add in a system message to explain its job. So you're a senior media buyer, managing Meta Ads accounts, whatever. We're going to paste this in. And then we're going to add in our chat model. But another thing that we're going to do is click this, so require specific output format. And then we're going to add in, well, first we have to add in our chat model, but we're also going to add in a structured output parser right here. I'll get to that in a second. First, we're going to add in our chat model. So like a million times we've done before, OpenAI, Gemini, whatever you'd like. I'm just using OpenAI for this. And then I'm going to select, where's 4.0 Mini? There it is, 4.0 Mini. And then for our structured output parser here, I'm just going to take this, and then this is basically going to help it make our decision. So our data tables can actually understand this, and you can connect this to anything that you'd like. In this case, I'm just connecting it to the native n8n data tables because it's the easiest for the video. So now you're going to add in a switch node, and once you have your switch node, you're going to add in 3 different values or options, and then we're going to copy these in here. Basically, it's just going to be telling it to test, hold, or reject. So we're just going to keep pasting this, hold, and then reject. So again, this is just like the very base level of the system. So you can see test, hold, and reject, and then we're going to add in our 3 data tables here. All right, so basically you're just going to put together a table inside of n8n with decision, launch status, recommended ad set, recommended budget, confidence, and then reason. And then we're going to have to change these to match our new node. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through it again, and then after we add in those values, I'll show you the result. All right, so now you can see our workflow or system has finished, and it basically made a decision and then sent that decision into our data table. Obviously, again, this is just the skeleton to show you the possibilities of it. You could hook this up to anything with the media buying agent and eventually have it also make decisions to make the ad creatives actually go. And then obviously you could have it manual, so you could submit them and approve them. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different opportunities here, and there's so much value with this for any type of business that needs ads. You could hook this up with the TikTok UGC system that I have and, you know, make that so it could, you know, have perfect product consistency, whatever. There's so many different, the opportunities are really limitless with these systems. So if you guys want this entire system, so you could just literally copy and paste it into your n8n instance, just check the description. And then if you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Leave them in the comments. Also, please like and subscribe. I'm out here putting this together while I'm sick for you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions, again, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.